Warren Buffett getting rich on crypto? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought he said crypto was the worst thing ever. This is really confusing. Or if you understand this at a deep level here, you'll see that this is the greatest time in human history. My name is Coach JB. What I work to do, first of all, I want to tell you guys I love you. Attitude of gratitude. I'm very thankful that you're here. What I do is work to make very complex macro and microeconomic economic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can implement them. And what I've done over the past 4 years is I've broken down my exact blueprint on what I'm doing so I can help people understand financial education. So I built two free resources for you. So if you're nervous about this system, or you're nervous about your money, or your 401k, or where you think the markets are going, I wanted to share with you two free resources. Number one is my 16-page guide on exactly how I implement and how I structured my generational wealth building strategy. It's in the description of this YouTube video. In my social media platform, click the link, you'll see the free thing. Number two is separate from the book. It is a one-on-one, a free consultation with my insurance team, which teaches you how to insure your wealth. Everybody teaches you how to insure your life. We teach you how we secure, compound, guarantee our principal, and having living benefits while we're here. Tier one capital is one of the most safest capitals in the world, which is insurance. So that's what we show people. It's a conversation. We don't know if it'll work for you, but it's worked for us and thousands of people worldwide. So very excited to help you with that as well. So two free resources. Number one is a 16-page guide to financial freedom. Number two is a free consultation with my Index Universal Life team. I shouldn't even call it an Index Universal Life team because we're helping people with FIAs, annuities, FIA annuities, excuse me, term, also Index Universal Life, which is our specialty. That's what I love. That's what I focus on. That's what's changed my life. So set up that consultation, have a conversation, and get set up for the greatest transformation in human history. So let's dive into it here. Okay, so which one is it, guys? So let's pause for just a moment. They've been telling us that cryptocurrency is a fraud, it's a pet rock, it's rat poisoning, it's used for money laundering. But at the same time, family, they're making large amounts of money on it. So at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to do that on the end of every single video. So it says here, Bitcoin is on the rise again. Here's why Warren Buffett remains a crypto hater. Cryptocurrencies are on the rise again, helped by optimism surrounding the possible introduction of a spot Bitcoin ETF. But no matter how strongly this rally gets, it won't convince the industry's biggest critic, Warren Buffett. Now, let me make it very clear. I love Warren Buffett. I love his investment strategies, and I've adopted his investment strategies in cryptocurrency. Warren Buffett style investing in crypto. I also have massive diversification. I invest in companies, not crypto. Let that sink in. Read the book Intelligent Investor. Okay. So, but whether a Bitcoin ETF soon becomes reality or not, it won't alter the Oracle of Omaha's thesis on cryptocurrencies, which is that they are highly speculative, which I agree 100%, non-productive. I don't agree with that. Some of them are, a lot of them are. Buffett, who once famously called Bitcoin probably rat poison squared, has compared the Bitcoin phenomenon to the tulip bulb mania in the Netherlands in the early 1600s. Okay. So let's move on a little bit here and understand that at the same time, Warren Buffett is making millions off of cryptocurrency. So Warren Buffett revealed to be quietly making bank from Bitcoin and crypto amid price swings. Don't forget, family, as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. Now, how is he doing that? Guys, he invested heavily in new bank. Remember, he decreased his position in many banks in 2020 as the pandemic came in. He increased his position in Bank of America. He increased his position. I think it's his second holding. I think Apple is number one. Bank of America is number two. Don't quote me on that. I think it's number one and number two. He moved into a lot of foreign companies and he invested heavily into Nubank, which is a crypto-friendly bank. So on the back end, the thing that he very despises and hates, he's making money off of. Just like Jamie Dimon told you that cryptocurrency, you're a criminal if you trade in cryptocurrency. They created Onyx, their own blockchain. They're building their own cryptocurrency, digital currency, the on-demand liquidity. Just like Larry Fink told you that it's dead. Cryptocurrency is a fraud. It's used for money laundering. And then he just flipped his script, which we're going to show in the back of this. The reason why I'm telling you, the guys, this is the system that you trust. You literally go into your HR department, you trade time for money, and you say, here's my money, put it in a 401k. You're trusting a man or woman in the suit that once they get your commission, once they get your products and services, they forget about you. It's time to start taking sovereignty. And yes, cryptocurrency is a very speculative asset that you can make a large amount of money in a short amount of time, but you have to know the game. We do the opposite of the 99%. So as everybody's rushing in next year after the Bitcoin halving, I'm exiting on the way up if it hits my targets. If it hits my targets, okay? Cryptocurrency is not my retirement. It's a speculative asset that I've made a good amount of money on, and I've secured it in insurance, okay? I've guaranteed my principal with tier one capital, businesses, precious metals, and self-development. Now we're going into real estate. So this is an interesting narrative that's forming here, okay? So it's on October 18th. It says crypto is a small slice of Hamas funding, but it's deadly, okay? So this is what the public is seeing, family. This is what the public is seeing. What about Biden sending 6 billion to Hamas weeks before they invaded? Think about that. It was to release some prisoners. Okay, you can believe that if you want. He sent $700 to Hawaii, 6 billion to Hamas, billions to Ukraine. Said that they're going to defend Taiwan if Russia, or excuse me, if China attacks. Guys, we're going into World War III. It's time to buckle down. There's nothing to fear, though, guys. This is nothing new under the sun. Okay, so let's listen to this really quickly. Okay, so this was on, all these narratives are coming out around crypto. Elizabeth Warren, crypto is used for money laundering. It's used for terrorists, all this stuff. Guys, we are sending money over there. We are funding this stuff, guys. Let that sink in. So we're going to watch this. Okay. This was on 4 days ago. And then we're going to see what happened on CNBC a couple days ago this weekend, sharing a kind of a different narrative around this.
Let's talk about the top stories. A bipartisan group of lawmakers is calling on the Biden administration to crack down on Hamas's use of crypto. A new letter, which was drafted on Tuesday and signed by more than 100 lawmakers from both chambers of the Capitol, said Hamas has been clear about the intended use of the crypto it solicited and asked the administration to give more detail on the plan to prevent the use of crypto to finance terrorism. Specifically, it asked the Biden administration to confirm reports that groups like Hamas had raised $130 million in crypto between August 2021 and June 2023, and to provide information on which exchanges or actors are allowing the transactions. And just today, the Treasury Department announced new sanctions targeting Hamas operatives and financial facilitators. It pointed to virtual currencies as one way Hamas and its operatives are raising funds. Of course, the letter and these latest sanctions come as President Biden is visiting Israel after the terrorist attack by Hamas that killed some 1,300 Israelis and the subsequent Israeli bombings on Gaza that have killed more than 3,000 Palestinians.
So it's cryptocurrency, guys. It's your crypto that caused this. This is what the public is seeing, family. This is called, first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. They want to FUD the public out of it because America has no money in the system, guys. Japan is struggling financially. Russia's struggling financially. So Russia's struggling financially, China's struggling financially, and US is struggling financially. So what is the solution in Ray Dalio's changing world order? We go to war. What happens after war? New innovation, new technology, a new superpower. You're literally seeing this play out exactly. So be very careful when you're looking this way, that you understand what the narrative is in this way. You can transform your family's life. So this is just a couple days later around that same concern that the crypto was funding the terrorist attacks in Hamas.
Data firm Chainalysis is out with a new post saying crypto's role in terrorist financing is overstated. We've told you this week about the growing attention world leaders are placing on crypto in the wake of the war between Israel and Hamas. We saw lawmakers on Capitol Hill send a letter to the Biden administration asking it to look into terrorist financing in crypto, and the Treasury Department placing new sanctions on individuals and financial organizations linked to Hamas who use virtual currencies. Well, Chainalysis says that funds flowing through service providers affiliated with terror financing may look bigger than they are, that the majority of those funds may actually be unrelated.
I agree with that. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to use cryptocurrency as the narrative, and they're going to fudge you out of it. And then when they're ready to come in,
talk about the
just
specifics.
And I'm messing up my technology, Dave. My apologies. So just like this, we reported last week, you can see the look this way, this changes this way. Look this way, this changes this way. So now Larry Fink is coming on board and saying that crypto is a flight to safety, which I'm going to show you this video again to get this indoctrinated in your head. Okay, I've showed you The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio, right? The pandemic moved us very far, it changed consumer behaviors. And then as we go into war, this is where the big change happens. Well, why are we going into war? We're $33 trillion in debt. We have no money to service our debt. We have to borrow from foreign countries. China's Evergrande, 30% of their 30% of their GBT, gross domestic product, GDP, was shown to be at risk, putting them at risk. Russia's ruble started to collapse. They had to jack up interest rates. So we go to war, guys. It's a repeated cycle over and over and over again. But you don't have to repeat that cycle. There's nobody coming to save you, family.
Of anything, I think it's just an example of the pent-up interest in crypto. And we are hearing from clients around the world about the need for crypto. I mean, when you think about, I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it.
Guys, that is completely opposite of what they've been saying. Crypto is now a flight to, which one is it? Crypto is used to fund terrorism, or it's a flight to safety. Which one is it? Okay, so let's break down exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to repeat this over and over again until it's grained in your head. This is what's worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. Okay, I've helped over 7,000 people worldwide with this. Okay, so you're going to see right here, this is Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto. It's going to be down in the description of my video or in my social media platform link. Okay, we developed Merlin. Any product or service that I bring to you is something that I'm a co-founder of or a developer of. So 36,000 lines of code. We built this from the ground up ourselves to solve a massive problem. You keep hearing me saying, I'm going to be exiting the markets as people come in. The reason why we're doing that, how many of you lost a shitload of money from 2021 to 2022? People's portfolios went down 85%. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett is correct. It's extremely speculative, but it can make you a large amount of money if you pull properly. So number one is you have to be non-emotional about these markets. Number two is you have to have an exit plan. And number three, you should never invest more in these markets that you can afford to lose. But a way to beat this is to understand your daily profits and losses as we go into the bull run. And right here, you can set up an exit plan. So Merlin we do not hold your keys or combos. We don't hold your crypto. It is an interface where you can see all of your exchanges in one spot so you can have a clear view on what's going on. Number two is you can set exit targets. So as it starts to go parabolic and everybody's coming in, you can start to ladder out on the way up. Let me give you an example. I'm holding 50% of my portfolio long-term forever legacy. 50% I'll be exiting out of the market as it goes up. So if XRP goes to say $3.70, I'm just throwing out a number, I would exit about 10% of my portfolio. Merlin will give me an alert that JV, you're close to your portfolio so I can pay attention. And by the time everybody is trying to leave the market when the exchange is shut down because everybody's trying to liquidate, I've already pulled maybe 50% of my portfolio and I have profits sitting in my bank. Then I diversify into index universal life. I should insure my insurance. I insure my wealth with insurance. I invest in more companies so I can increase my earned income every quarter. Okay. I'm going into real estate. We're going vertical apartment complexes next year. I invest in self-development and precious metals. Very simple strategy, guys. As you can see, it's not just about crypto for me. It's about diversification, secure, compound, growing, and using speculative assets like crypto to gain a large amount of wealth in a short amount of time. There's going to be boom and bust cycles over and over again. We're going to have the AI boom and bust cycle. It's a repetitive pattern that you can pay attention to. If you study history, you can predict the future. So let's go over all the resources once again. So if you click down here in the description of this video, you can join Merlin for free for 30 days. Okay, we're giving you all this free resources. Number two is you can set up an appointment with my licensed insurance agents in all 50 states to show you how we insure our wealth. So if you're worried about the markets, learn how to insure your wealth. And number three, we have an absolutely free guide, a 16-page guide on exactly the blueprint on how I set myself up and how I got to this position. And I'm still growing, guys. The next level for me is I had my trust appointment. I had my pre-appointment. Now I'm going into building a trust in a family office, which will take probably about 6 months. And then as I go into the bull run next year, I'm going to start building generational wealth. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. All the resources you need are in the description of this video or linked in my bio. And remember, what you repeatedly do will get ingrained in your subconscious mind, will become your unconscious activity. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go.